So welcome back to my channel and to another episode of Truckin'. On this episode, y'all, Dirty Truck Stops, Part 3. Why I refuse to go in to most of the Circle K and 7-Eleven stores. So stay tuned. So it might be a bit breezy in here or a bit muffled because I'm using my EM1 because of the fact that my smartphone don't work that well in low light. Anyways, so let's talk about these dirty truck stops. First one being called Couch Tard, which here in the US is referred to as Circle K. Well, for one, I don't earn any points at that stop anyway. But number two, my main reason for not going into Circle K locations in most cases is the fact that their restrooms are disgusting. And I will reiterate that. Their restrooms are filthy. They're in dire need of renovation. They refuse to put the money into it to renovate them, and they're not clean at all. On equal footing with them is 7-Eleven, which unfortunately has the same exact issues. I may get gas for my personal vehicle at the latter locations, but both the latter and the former are gross. So, are there any gas stations that are actually decent? Well, and are there any truck stops that are decent in terms of cleanliness? The answer is yes and no. If you want to see a clean restroom, you go to Buc-ees in Texas. Spelled Buc-ees. I'll give a link to them in the show notes. Because, well, they don't allow 18-wheelers. They do have a fantastically clean restroom. The other ones that I like are the Pilots and the Loves. I've called Pilot out on dirty restrooms before. They've cleaned up their act a little bit by doing some renovations, getting some more cleaning supplies, etc. They've actually listened. So, in Pilot versus Loves, well, they both have their advantages and disadvantages, but at least both brands are fairly modern as chains compared with the Circle K, Couche, I can't say the word on here, ends in Tard. Yeah, which, by the way, is French for night owl. And, well, you might be thanking heaven that 7-Eleven has a delivery app. I can't say the same about their restrooms. Honestly, if you're a truck driver, or if you drive anything legitimate, like a pickup truck or a SUV, you want to avoid 7-Eleven and Circle K at all costs. And I'm just glad that Circle K's parent company has already given itself a derogatory name, because if they haven't, well, then the dirty night owl, as I'll call them, just ain't exactly that great. So, are there any things these two chains are good at besides selling gasoline? No. So I urge y'all to stay away from them. Go find another gas station or chain that is far cleaner and better if you have the option. I'm Zach Bell. This is Truckin' It. Stay out of those dirty restrooms. Get some hand wipes to take with you inside, right, if you must go into them. And don't be ashamed to tell the managers of both of these chains, and also of any mom and pop you find that's dirty, that they need to clean up their act. And by the way, if you're wondering